Good evening, I'm Rob Wilson and welcome to the Euro-Dollar market preview for Monday the 21st of May 2012. And going into tomorrow's market, I'm a seller up at 128.20, but I'm also a buyer down at 127.35. If you want to understand why, hang around and we'll get into it. Okay, you're looking at the Euro-Dollar on the 1 hour chart, and you can see that we fell again last week, through a fairly key support at 128.20. We went on a real burn on the beginning of the week. That staggered on, and when we got down to about 126.50, 40 type level, we took a fair old chunk of that back on Friday. Okay, and as it stands at the moment, we're having a look at, or have had a look at, the bottom of that trending channel as resistance. Okay, let's come down in scale so we can see that in some more detail. What you can see there is Friday's movement, which is fairly rapid old rise up there, and I think that we can anticipate more resistance up here at about 127.80, that sort of level. Okay, and it wouldn't surprise me at all to see price, drop back from where it is now to have a damn good look at this sort of area. Okay, the base of this now rising short-term trend line as support, coincident with a good old level there at 127.65, which is what interests me, say again 127.35, what interests me about a buy trade at that level. Conversely, when we look above price, you'll see the over on the left here, you'll see the last base up there at 128.20, and if we can get some more bullish energy from this sort of level, it wouldn't surprise me to see this pair run through this level and have a look at 128.20 up here. Now, it needn't happen tomorrow, but it may. It's certainly within the pair's travel, within the last few days' average daily ranges, for us to move around in this sort of area. Of course, I could be wrong, and the bear trend could reassert at any stage. I'll be very interested to see how we look when I get up tomorrow morning and UK opens, and also I'll be very watchful for any really steep resumption of the downtrend off of the base of this channel as resistance. Okay, a quick look at the fundamentals. You can see there really isn't an awful lot tomorrow morning. There's a little bit of frankly there isn't. There just isn't a lot going on right through the day. But don't think for a moment that will necessarily mean a quiet market tomorrow, because of course the whole trading planet will be distilling the news that's fallen out of the G8 conferences, or informal discussions this weekend, and will be reported in Monday's press. So no specific fundamental news, but again there will be that analysis going on, and that could well prove a market mover. So where do we sit in general then? I think we are looking at a range being established, and I think I see the top of that range at 128.20 and the base of that range at about 126.35, down even as far as 126.25. Okay, there is a potential for this pullback higher than 128.20, but that's where I'm looking in the first instance. In terms of structure then, we've got resistance against the base of this falling channel, that bearish falling channel at 127.90, resistance at 128.20, and then above that at 128.80. And if we get through 128.20 on volume, that isn't impossible at some stage. Support then, 127.35, 126.80, 126.50, and then the annual low down at 126.25. And it's pretty inconceivable to me that that level won't get tested at some stage over the next week. But I think it's a big ask tomorrow, unless the bears drive in heavy overnight. News, nothing significant, but again we've got the fallout from the G8. So the plan then, really no bias. I'm just going to trade against well-defined support and resistance edges on the premise that we are entering at the very least some sort of consolidation range. I hope that's of use to you. Get your head down, get some good kip, and trade safe tomorrow. Wilson out.